很紧哦。很强哎。好，450给你。
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. All right, ready to get underway. So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. And that's outside. And the home opener is underway. 1-0. That one finds the zone, and the count is 1-1. Hellman makes the play, and there's one down. Here's Jose Ramirez, a switch hitter batting right. And there's the strike.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Next one misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
That's going back. Back some more. Gone. Straight into the visitor's bullpen.
Go!
Fielder Will Brennan. And that one upstairs, ball one. Swinging a foul straight back. One down, base is empty. Outside low, now 2-2.
2-2.
Swings through it for the catch. Some high cheese for strike three. Two down, base is empty. Next, the switch hitting first baseman, Carlos Santana. Scott. And that is that. Back here at Busch Stadium. And today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber. What do you have on him, Chris?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Next
That missed.
offering
That's the
is
ball.
down low.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Now it's the second baseman, Mason Wynn. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
On the ground to third. Throw on to Santana. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. Here's Nolan Arenado. In there for strike one. Swing and a miss as he was late.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
2 out, space is empty. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Second inning set to go. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. Thomas measures 6 feet even, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he was a 5th round pick back in 2014. Pitch is in the dirt, strike. And that's ball 1. Now he breaks his bat. On to first. And Thomas is out. Now it's the Guardians DH, Kyle Manzardo. And Cleveland on top 1-0. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Handles, throws to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 out, space is empty. Bo Naylor at the plate now. Just
Ball
missed.
Out.
Late with the swing there.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Helmet pulls it down, and that'll do it. Back in St. Louis as the Cardinals come up to hit here in the last of the second, bottom of the second. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Wilson Contreras. Yeah, that's fouled off.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
And that is cut on and miss. That's strike 2.
0-2.
Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. In the dirt, 1-0. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1-1.
That's inside. 2-1. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
2-2.
Into center and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Next offering is in for a strike. Tying run is at first. Here in the third and final game of the series. Fastball for a strike. To first, might be two. Over to Freeman. They get one. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. Back here in St. Louis, on to the third inning. Here's the second baseman, Daniel Schneemann. Liberator back to work.
Nope, ball.
Short hop liner handled it short. The throw to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Here's Tyler Freeman to hit.
Batting up, the shortstop, Tyler Freeman.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
No, that's
just
down.
Missed.
Ball.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Contreras puts it away for the out. And there's two away. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1. Did he go?
Gets a check swing. Appeal to third. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. Next offering down in the dirt.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Win. To first, Guardians go down in order. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Alec Burleson. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
No balls, one strike.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
No balls, two strikes.
Lifted in the air, right field. Brennan moving under this one. One down. And now it's Ivan Herrera.
The catcher, Ivan Herrera.
That's too low.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
And that is ball one. Right through there for a strike. The other way. Calls it in. And there's two away. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Michael Hellman. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
That misses. Ball one.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
And that one hammered. And that's a foul ball. That one misses. 2-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strike. And we're back. Now, Jose Ramirez. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Nootbaar in a dead sprint. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And a quick out, number one. Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
And that one misses up and in. And the count even 1-1. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Comebacker to the mound. Throws to first. 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Hellman makes his way towards it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Back here in St. Louis, and stepping in is the speedy Victor Scott. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up into this point.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Just misses with that one. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. On the ground, right side. Santana takes it to the bag. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Now the number 2 hitter, Mason Wynn. And that drops in for a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Here's Nolan Arenado. First offering misses badly for ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Did he go?
Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. No swing. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. St. Louis goes down in order. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here comes Lane Thomas. First pitch misses. Out. And a foul ball.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Thomas what you got? Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, did not go. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
That's down and in.
Count is full.
That one carrying. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Now a chance for
Ball.
Kyle Mansardo. Runner at third, nobody out. And we're at the top of the fifth. Swings through that.
One ball, one strike.
Gets the slider in there for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. And strike one to the catcher. Thomas
It's 0-1.
stands at third with one gone in the inning. And
Ball.
that one is in the dirt. And now it's even 1-1. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Makes the catch for the out.
That takes away the opportunity to score the runner from third with a sac fly. We're talking about a different story if that line drive hits the ground. But he made a good play, and they can get out of this thing with one more out.
And that is that. Back here at Busch Stadium, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's Contreras now. In for a strike. It's 0-1. And that one fouled off. And the 0-2. Base hit center field. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
The pitch. Puts a bunt down. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly. First and second, no outs. Now up for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. He's 0 for 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
He's looking for a strikeout or a ball on the ground for a double play to sort of calm this situation down.
The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
At the plate, Alec Burleson. In the dirt. Well done behind the dish.
That's up. That's a ball.
Just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming. Right through there for a strike. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
On the ground, a second, might be two. There's one,
That's it out.
and that's two. Top of the sixth inning, stepping up for the Guardians, Tyler Freeman. Liberator back to work. The shortstop takes the ball. Hellman pulls that one down, and there's one down. So the Guardians lineup turns over. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Checks the swing. Appeal down to third. Nope, he held back. Could be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. In there safely.
Everything came together for him. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Now at the plate, Jose Ramirez. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. He's in there.
Picks himself up an RBI. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
One out, runner at second. And now the right fielder, Will Brennan. Fouled off, he was late. One out and a runner at second, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Man at second. And now
That's
2-2. And that's down and away.
Full count.
Scott under it. Corrals it. 2 away now. Now here is Carlos Santana. 0 for 2 in this one. Fair ball. Ramirez headed for the plate, and he boots it. He'll score easily. Gets off a throw, and he'll pull into second safely.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I'm amazed at his ability to pull his hands inside and actually square that baseball off. That pitch was off the plate. So tough to get the barrel to anything in there.
Here's Lane Thomas.
Right through there for a strike.
Late swing fouled off. Santana stands at second with 2 gone. Next offering upstairs. And that chance handled. Tosses to first. And Thomas is out. They limit the damage here. Back here in St. Louis, bottom of the 6th inning. And here's the catcher, Ivan Herrera. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
In the air, right field, and there's 1 down.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Hellman now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
0-2.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Makes the catch. And a couple of quick outs. Victor Scott getting ready to hit.
Well, that's what he's looking for with the fastball above the zone. A swing and miss or weak contact.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2.
In the air out to center. Thomas coming on, but not going to catch up to this one. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Man at first. Now it's the second baseman, Mason Wynn. Runner takes off. Cut on and missed.
It's 0-1.
Save! Runner at second. Get 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Hunter Gaddis.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of
0-2.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And now the DH, Kyle Manzardo.
Kyle Manzardo.
And the slider just misses.
That's ball.
Manzardo tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And he won around. Rule to swing. The 1-2. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. And up next for Cleveland, Bo Naylor.
The catcher,
And Chris, His big strength is defense, but it is interesting. In today's world of baseball, compared to when you played, a good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
And Naylor swings through that one. I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page. And that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers.
Boog, his preparation is off the charts. I was down in the clubhouse today trying to find him just to pick his brain a little bit. He's so buried in that video room, it's hard to get a chance to talk to him.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. He swung over top of the curveball. Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
No balls.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Look out. And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So in now for Cleveland, Tyler Freeman. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Now they get the runner and a rundown. Tag, and he's out. Trying to get back, and that. Bottom of the inning. So now it's Nolan Arenado. Fouled off down the right side.
You know, these Cardinals, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
No, ball.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
That one just misses.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And Nato is set down on strikes. Here comes Wilson Contreras. 1 for 2. Swings through that one.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
No
the
balls,
Guardians leading by 3. Here the bottom of the 7th. That one missed. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. First pitch swinging.
Filthy changeup right there.
0-1.
Just pulled the string.
Popped up. Schneemann on his way over, and he makes the catch. And that's the inning. Back here in St. Louis, ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the shortstop, Tyler Freeman. Scott puts it away for the out. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan, 1 for 3. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1.
And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Now here is Jose Ramirez. Late swing, foul to the left.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
Foul ball.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Foul ball.
And the slider just misses.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. The left-hander on now, Joey Cantillo. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Inside, just missed. Cantillo,
no
a
strike.
6'4" lefty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And down on strikes he goes. 1 away. So now here's the Cardinals' designated hitter, Alec Burleson. That's in there. That's strike 1. The Cardinals trailing by 3 near the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And that's strike 2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Next to hit, Ivan Herrera.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. New inning getting started. Stepping up for the Guardians, Will Brennan. O'Brien back to work. Ball 1, no strikes. And that's through there for a strike.
1-1.
Contreras takes it himself, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Now batting.
So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Carlos Santana. That clips the corner.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Way out front for strike 2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
And Earl Hendricks punches him out. That's a strikeout. Here's Lane Thomas now. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Swings through that one out front that time. 0-2. Swing and a miss at 96. Bottom 9, and stepping. Emmanuel Clase on to try and close it out.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
2 strikes.
Strikes him out with 100. And now the center fielder, Victor Scott. In there, and it's 0-1.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
And they'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out. And now here is Mason Wynn. That one at triple digits.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
The Redbirds down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. A shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score.